It's still, it doesn't change the fact that we're likely to lose the bus service along 156th Street. You know, it's hard to shut down our 200 road basically while the bus stops. You know, we need the LRT to be able to compensate for you know, elderly residents in the neighborhood who can't necessarily make it to 95th or the JP terminal.
That's fair, and we certainly had some of those kinds of adjustments to deal with LRT opening on the south side. Well, useful perspective. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Thank you. Councillor Gucci.
Thank you for the work that you're doing on this as well. I have to admit I'm a little confused about the conclusion, which I think says that 87th Avenue should be the target route. Is that the conclusion that you got to as a result of the survey results? For the length of time this process has gone on, the opinion that we've received is that the 87th Avenue route is preferable, that we need a faster, more efficient route south of the river to meet the area's transit needs. Okay, because that's not what I'm saying from the survey results. 32%, and that's not out of the full 100%, but 32% prefer the 87th Avenue route and 54% preferred the northern route. Whether the northern route was Stony Plain Road or whether it was Stony Plain Road versus via 100th Avenue or whether it was 107th Avenue. So that does not say to me that the southern route is the preferred route for Glenwood. It was a surprise to me. It's not what I've been hearing from people I've talked with, but at the same time that is a small sample size. But that's what you're basing the discussion on. It's hard to be here representing the community on, in a sense, hearsay. This is what the survey says. That's an extremely small sample size from the LRT Town Hall. Additionally, if you want to... people out there. But in addition to the support that we saw for 107th at the Town Hall, there's also significant concern about how it would get to 107th. Approximately half of that, there were concerns about going down 156th Street. There were significant groups that wanted to see it go down 170th. Right, but that's still the northern route. Okay, thank you.
Council, okay, acting there with the chair. I haven't asked this question to anybody, but I'm curious. Don't disappear. Yo. Don't disappear. Start my time, Gene. Just a quick question. It seems that there's like a division that people prefer not to have the LRT line go through their neighborhood. Let's be fair, it's primarily what it is. But don't mind the buses, which is okay. But there's a split, and I haven't heard many people talk about a problem up 156th Street. That seems to be okay. But right now we have bus rapid transit we're spending a couple $100 million on, going from West Edmonton Mall down to South Campus. And it's about a 7.5 to 8 minute ride. I've driven my car 4 or 5 times. It's 8 minutes. Would we be better off to divide the West End into two, or would eliminate LRT? I'm not saying we'll do that. Eliminate LRT, take bus and bring people backwards, some backwards to some kind of a stop at West Edmonton Mall, and then send them down to South Campus, and then take the LRT downtown rather than another 200 or another billion or 2 billion, whatever it's going to cost, and then take the people from your area by bus downtown. Like your comment in that.
Well, I can't speak to the entire West End.
Speaking to you, just your opinion, not asking anybody else's opinion but yours.
For the JP community, we are extremely close to downtown. We're extremely close to West End destinations to the north side.
So you just keep the bus system?
With a little bit better bus service, our transit needs north of the river could easily be met.
So you'd be quite happy to keep a bus system, and then, and I'm not saying this is good or bad or what will happen, but there needs to be some understanding. We've already putting in place a bus rapid transit system to get to the university, and with 1 stop to, 2 stops to the center of the university. So, okay, that's my question. Thank you.
Turn the chair.
Thank you. Okay, our next speaker is Mr. Vincennes. Is that how I pronounce it properly? Okay, come on down. Close enough, that's not bad. And then I've got Gary Raish, is he here? Gary? If you're here, come on down. And then after that is Diane Kirluck. Nope, good, you there. And Keith Driver? Good, and Daryl Jones?
Yes.
Good, so if you can come down, then we'll get everybody organized the next 4 or 5. Do you want to start, Mr. Vincent?
Yeah,
Welcome.
Councillors, thank you for this opportunity to speak to you. First of all, I was very surprised with the selection criteria when I first saw it. As we all know, the city has problems balancing the budget every year, and we have an opportunity here to save $200 to $300 million, and we seem like we're going to miss this opportunity. Secondly, and not just that, but this on the selection criteria, it's only the cost, both capital and operational, is only third or last on the selection list. While the justification of the idea that LRT will suddenly lead to redevelopment is a myth. We had LRT over 30 years, and so far there has been very little redevelopment in near the northeast stations. Very Edmonton existing lines do you see people activity beside the tracks. I haven't heard, except the gentleman not too long ago, for a single developer that would develop around the LRT if the Stony Plain Road LRT is built. Our committee, I helped Stephen Stein to gather some signatures, and we gathered approximately 430 signatures, because since although the expansion of the city transit system is generally supported, as soon as people learn about the details, the vast majority is against it. I attended 2 of the public transportation meetings, and the planners couldn't give answers to many of the dire questions, such as, and I'm going to repeat many of the people here, access to business and dwellings, parking problems, traffic congestions, left turns from Stony Plain Road, emergency vehicle access, increased crime activity, unproposed LRT stations, bus connection from these LRT stations, no plans hot to connect the West LRT track with the existing LRT lines downtown. As we all know, the existing and proposed tracks are not compatible. There was zero lack of business impact studies, as we heard from business owners here, and I haven't seen any cost-benefit analysis between the different lines. There's also some people brought it up over my conversation with residents, excessive noise concerns, the west line, of course, Mississippi to University, safety issues. There's going to be over 80 railway intersection and crossings. I already heard from people they don't like the crosswalk or the railway crossing at 114th Street and University Avenue. There is no consideration of the disturbance of the historic Edmonton. And I also can see at my place, it was a very late public consultation. I only got the pamphlet in my mailbox, I think after the second public meeting. I think it's not a good time. I was surprised how few people know about this plan. Also, businesses lose customer parking while already congested high-volume roadways reduced to 2 lanes, hindering future development in an attempt to avoid the cost and consequences of operating much of Stony Plain Road commercial property. I'm afraid that reducing the significant traffic artery to 1 lane in each direction would create more problems than it would solve. Particularly during peak hours, Stony Plain Road is the only direct artery between downtown and the West End. When you clog it up with a train run in the middle, it will be paralyzed from Anthony Henry Drive till 112th Street and maybe further, because we don't have the plan how it's going to connect to Churchill or whatever. Also, increased air pollution from the emission of idling and accelerating engines that accompany stop-and-go traffic in a gridlock. This may overweight any environmental benefit of the LRT system, which is actually runs on the longest path and is powered by coal-generated electricity. So I would like to ask you to reconsider is enough time. I mean, the transportation department said it's probably 10 years before this train going to run. So it's enough time to think this over again. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We appreciate you coming today, and all of you.